This is Joshua, a kindergartner. Hi, thanks for coming in today.
No problem.
Well, we've been having a good first start of the year here, working on a lot of stuff, as you know, since we talked about Joshua and some of his behavior choices and the things that we've been doing, such as positive reinforcement, to encourage those behaviors that we want in him. Other than that, we do have some stuff we want to work on academically with Joshua. He is having a hard time with recognizing some letters, such as like his H's and his A's, the capitals. He's kind of getting confused. I know that he wears glasses. I'm not sure if it's that there's something more there, or have you seen this at home possibly with him mistaking one number or letter for another that's really similar looking?
No, not at all.
Yeah.
That's weird.
Something you might want to look for. Probably have him show him some numbers and stuff just occasionally, so he doesn't really like it when it's a situation where he thinks he has to get it right. He seems to be like, doesn't want to disappoint, so he doesn't want to, like, it's just like, oh, I don't know that, instead of like getting the wrong answer.
Yes.
So if you could just like be like, oh, look at that, there's a number there, what number is that? And just sort of watch it, maybe we can keep track to see if instead of it being that he's not understanding, that it could be something else where he's not, seeing it correctly.
Of course.
And I also noticed with his ears, I don't know if he's putting his fingers in his ears a lot, but they're really dirty, probably from him sticking them in there. And I heard that he says some letters, the sounds that sound similar to other ones incorrectly. If I give him the cue though with the zoophonics, like the kitty, the cat, and with the A's, if it's the a or the then he'll know which letter I'm talking about from that.
Okay.
So have you ever noticed that where maybe you say a letter or he hears something that he thinks it may sound something like something else that's similar?
Sometimes, especially with the A and the E, I think even I have a hard time trying to remember the differences between the two.
Okay. We'll have to look at maybe his hearing test and see, or I don't know if because he's so eager to please that he might have just been raising his hand the whole time and they might not get a good hearing test, so maybe see about how his hearing's doing. But as far as his behavior, he's been doing better. So he sometimes still gets off task, but there's been times where I've sat him down and been like, no, we're at school, we're here to learn, we're going to do this, and then he'll turn it around. If he doesn't, then he has to go for quiet time, for his desk, and that seems to really like get him back to making good choices after that. How has the positive reinforcement been working at home?
It's getting better every single time. It's kind of hard to remember to, oh, good job, because I'm so busy trying to make sure I get everything done, but...
And how about Dad? Has Dad been working harder with the positive reinforcements too? Because he says that he was trying harder, so have you seen that with him too?
A little bit, yeah. We're still trying to remember to add it in.
That's good. And if you did even a sticker chart on the wall, he really likes those stickers. I had bought some puppy stickers. He really likes the puppy stickers. They have them real cheap at Walmart. It's like 99 cents for a pack of like 4 sheets of them. And he'd probably like that because then he can see, oh, I got this many puppies today. And he's enjoying that. So.
Yeah, totally.
Now, for his writing, I got this chart here. When he's staying on task and making all those good decisions, he's doing some pretty good stuff. We like to have 3 colors, so he did add in a little bit of color here. These are some exemplary examples of his writing. This one was actually of our pumpkin patch when we went to go get the pumpkins. We had gone on a ride on a tractor, and he said that this was the tractor monster. So we got the TR, and then he put the TR at the end, so it was tractor monster.
Oh, okay.
And he really liked that. What I wrote down here is that he can draw a picture. He can orally tell you what his picture is. That's how we learned this with the tractor monster. And he can write random letters and symbols, but with help from an adult, he can write a 1-sentence using the inventive spelling, and that's what you see here, because we can see the word the. And we had helped him a little bit with the sounding it out here, so he was able to do that. So that's a good improvement for him. What I have here is something for you to take at home to help with some numbers and sounds. His numbers, he's still working on his teens, and I think that might, like I said, I'm not sure if it's a visual or if he's just not quite picking it up yet, but when we do the testing, he doesn't like to go too far. Like, he's very confident with 1 through 10, so he'll orally 1, 2, 3. But when I saw him when he was doing something else in the counting game, he was able to go to 14 without a problem. And he could have probably gone higher, but he had 14 fish crackers to count. So I was like, okay, well, I see he can go further than that. So these are some counting and some other games here and here that you can do to help him with his counting. Just build up his confidence. When he does go get, like, you hear him counting just randomly, if he goes up to a high number, you're like, oh, that's a great job, I heard you count to 20. And then this is some songs. You can find the tunes like Old MacDonald Had a Farm, or the If You're Happy and You Know It, and sing these with them as sounding out words, and then doing the letters of words here, like turtle, time, and teeth, and then it would be like, with the T here. And then on this one, you can also do this with numbers, so you'd be like, if you think you know this number, shout it out, and then show him a number, and then he can say the number. And that just is fun ways to get him, to, you know, to learn those without it being too stressful for him.
Good.
All right. And is there anything that you had any questions about how he's doing, or?
Not that I can think of. Maybe just how's he doing with his classmates?
Oh, he does great.
Great.
He does really good with his classmates. He makes lots and lots of friends pretty easily, and he likes to share a lot with. Like, he had some rings from the cupcakes, and he shared one with a friend, and they hung out the whole day. The only time socially that we see a problem is when he sees his sister at school, because she really kind of brings back the behaviors that we don't want to see in class, of him being like crawling underneath stuff and kind of making noises that are not right for class. And, because she'll come up to him whenever she sees him and be like, oh, there's my Joshy Washy. And
yeah, they're very close.
Yeah, but maybe we can encourage that. Maybe at school we'll be like professionals. You just be like, oh, hey, Josh, how you doing? Have a good day. But, you know, at home then we give the snuggles and the loves. And even after the end of class, I don't mind it so much. We give the snuggles and the loves. So, but all right.
All right. Thank you very much.
Yeah, it's good to see you. Thanks.